real reason I'm here. The real reason I'm here is there's some crazy news out there, and the fact that Spain wants more tourists. Yes, it wants more tourists. But first of all, I'm going to tell you about the finances of Spain have increased dramatically. Now people say that Spain needs tourists. A lot of people get a lot of comments on this channel that tell me every time that Spain would be nothing without tourists. Well, maybe you're right. Malaga's tax revenue from foreigners has tripled since 2019 thanks to investment. Investment. Weird. The way that foreigners have invested in the Malaga province in real estate has significantly had an impact on tax revenue, according to reports from the tax office. Most of the income they receive through renting properties, paying their tax on renting properties. Taxpayers who do not reside in Spain but earn an income with Spanish territory are subject to non-residence income tax, which replaces personal income tax and corporate tax. The province of Malaga has contributed to the state coffers through taxes has grown 93.6%. 93.6%. That just shows you how many years in the Costa del Sol. Well, it's Costa del Sol, isn't it? Anyway, they're all legal and they're paying their taxes. Love it. It's great, isn't it? The increase has risen between 2019 and 2025, rising from 3.2 billion to almost 6.3 billion euros. The increase is Spain-wide has seen it climb. And now listen to this. Spain-wide has seen it climb to 212.8 billion euros. You'll need tourists. The greater economic dynamic Costa del Sol has also increased due to, get this, it's also increasing due to people remote working. Who would have thought that? 2.6 billion collected through the province from personal income tax and more than 2 billion collected from IVA and tax. Company tax is up 124% and non-resident income tax is up 194%. Direct taxes are up 111%. IVA is up 68%. Special taxes 27%. Foreign movement up 40% and indirect taxes up 67%. Jesus, that's a lot of dough, isn't it? The tax is also the fastest growing in terms of revenue across Spain, although the increase is lower than recorded in the province limited. Almost 5.5 billion from, Jesus God, it's just crazy numbers. It is crazy numbers. Now listen to this. Now, see everyone that says that, it's all expats, it's all people from outside Spain buying property. They're wrong. And you know, when you look at Maria and Jose that are sitting with their second properties and they're letting them out for increased rent, and then they're down Malaga protesting for no more tourists. We've got more bad news for Jose and Maria. I'm only picking those names because it's easy names to remember. But more bad news because the government, and there's another news story coming up. We're on the ball this morning. 42.7% of home buyers in Malaga province are foreigners, compared to 20% in Spain as a whole. Only 20% in Spain as a whole are foreign buyers. It dispels the myth that Spain, lovely country. Yes, I've got jeans in this. Look at the shadow. Don't know if you'll see it. Long. It's early in the morning. 20% of people that buy property in Spain are foreigners. That again dispels the myth that it's foreigners that are buying all the properties. Because in the Malaga region, 67% of house owners in the Malaga province may not reside in Spain, but the biggest chunk of people buying properties in Malaga region are Spanish. Go work that one out. Especially when you've got the likes of the other side of Malaga. Way down that way, there's a town where the average price is 2 million. It's an awful lot of football players buying property down there. It must be. We'll blame football players because they're the ones that can only be earning that money in Spain. Let's be honest. Surely. Are you pesky foreigners buying property at 2 million? Of course you are. Anyway, we digress. I just thought it was fascinating, that story. The tax agency has improved oversight of real estate income and better information shared between countries regarding the monitor of tourist rentals. You pesky foreigners renting out your property and not telling the Spanish taxman, pocketing the cash and taking it away to Spain. How dare you? Anyway, that's enough of that story, because there is another story that I wanted to talk about this morning, and it's tourists. It does go on from what we've been talking about. It is the whole tourism thing. Spain's biggest airport upgrade yet, and everyone will be thinking, well, we've got to stand in a queue for 2 hours because we're British and because we need to do this thing because we're outside the European Union. Spain's picking on us. Now you voted for Brexit and you're outside the European Union. It's what you wanted. It's what you get. Spain's biggest airport upgrade yet is €12.888 billion. Holy, plan to enhance the travel experience in Spain, that's a lot of dough, isn't it? It is a lot of dough. Spain is preparing for one of the largest airport transformation programs in Europe. I'm going to walk to the water for this. See you later. I'll just keep talking. Europe, the planned investment of over 12 billion means it's more than airport Now I know that they're looking at reopening or expanding Alicante. You still have the original terminal at Alicante. It's still there, so I'm not too sure if they'll knock that down or if they'll just put that. Surely they'll knock it down and rebuild it. But I think that that's currently used for private jet owners. And then you look at Malaga Airport, that has the 2 runways. Way bigger. A lot more capacity that you could have at the Malaga Airport. But then again, Malaga Airport does get in a damn sight lot more tourists than Alicante Airport. Plus everybody that's going to Alicante is pretty much going to Benidorm, the big numbers. And people that stay down across the Atlantic South will say, well no, there's a big number down there, but the big numbers do go up to Benidorm. That's what it is. Spain's positioning itself to handle a significant higher volume of travellers while maintaining efficiency and connectivity. The 12.888 billion investment from parts of the Spanish third airport regulation document known as DORA the Explorer. If you've got kids of a certain age, you'll remember. If not, it's way over your head. And I know a lot of you are older on this channel, so it's probably just went way over your head. It's a cartoon character from when my kids were kids. Just say it. For tourism signals, it clears a clear direction that Spain is not only preparing for more visitors, they're all going to go mental. No more tourists, tourists go home. The government, and you come, get loyal, what, it's it, what? We're full, come on down. Well, I'm on a roll this morning, it's great, I'm having a great morning. It's only 9:30 in the morning and I've done so much work already. Anyway, the focus is on capacity, efficiency and service quality, ensuring that the country remains competitive as one of the world's leading tourism destinations. How do you feel about that? I mean, I know that Spain wants to overtake France as as Europe's #1 destination. I know that it's trying to change away from well, it hasn't it? When you look at the likes of Torremolinos and stuff, completely changed its. When you look at Shagaluf, to say that out loud, it's what it was known as in the 1990s. Ibiza has taken a downturn. Ibiza's too bloody expensive now. You know, Ibiza's not the place where the young kids go to just to be young kids. You know, in your 20s, go there to lose track of a summer, and then sort of get to September and go. That'll go back to UK, yeah. Anyway, it is crazy. Spain is expected to reach over 347 million tourists. The country's only got 64 million people in it, for goodness sake. Oh man. That's a real going to reach. So how do you feel about that? The investment cycle total passengers number could approach 1.7 billion. These figures reflect sustained growth in international and domestic travel driven by Spain's strong tourism and appeal its connectivity with Europe and the Americas and beyond. Now, you've got to remember, it's not just people from the UK that come to Spain. Although the Brits will tell you it is. Rio and Benidorm. Lager. Anyway. Cheap pints will be won by then anyway. They'll not be getting just €2 a pint. But there are a lot of people come from all around the world. We see it here. I mean, I love it because I am a very cosmopolitan person. You know, been in lots of different countries, lots of different capital cities, and I think that, you know, people don't want war. People don't want to be killing each other. People want to get along and just live life. And tourism lets you allow you to do that, no matter what you think. You know, we're all immigrants. I'm an immigrant. You stay in Spain, you're from the UK, sorry to tell you, you're an immigrant. Anyway, right, how do you feel about those numbers and the investment? The investment plan designed to prevent congestion, reduce delays, ensure smoother passenger flows across all major airports. What changes can travellers expect? It goes on to say, well, check-in area, security lanes and boarding gates will be upgraded to improve efficiency and reduce waiting times. They're now saying that the airport is not just a transit point. It's not just a place that you come in and you go. It's all going to be part of the tourist experience going forward. And I'm actually glad that Spain are kind of trying to take the lead on this kind of thing, because, I mean, right now, worldwide, whether you like him or not, Pedro Sanchez is on a high. You know, standing up to the great USA and saying, no chance. I was going to say some Scottish slang there, but I thought it might go the head of some people, but yeah. I think that he is riding the wave just now of popularity worldwide. He might not be enjoying it in Spain, and, you know, he's trying to stay away from domestic politics, but the fact that Spain is positioning itself as a global tourism leader. Spain consistently ranks among the top tourist destinations globally, attracting millions of visitors each year to cities, coastal resorts, cultural landmarks. This investment reinforces the country's position to ensuring that infrastructure keeps pace with demand. Now, how does that work when you walk? You get a lot of people that say in places like Nerja, just there, is full to capacity. It's no longer the quaint little whitewashed village that it once was. Frigliana. You can't get parked there. People were complaining that just at Easter there, people that stay there cannot get parked. One woman had to go out to work. She's a nurse, she returned back to the village. She tried to get parked, took her an hour to try and get parked. She then has to get parked and ran about 2 miles away from her home, and then she's got, after an 8-hour grueling shift as a nurse, she's then got to walk 2 miles from where she stays in her own town, up hills, and that's all the fault of tourists. How will Spain cope? will Spain start promoting? Spain's got a lot more to offer than just sitting on a beach. And I think that that's what's interesting about the dynamics and the demographics of the changing tourist types. Because, let's face it, when the good old Brits came, we're all off the sun is Spain, Viva España, wearing their sombreros and coming back with donkeys in the 1980s, they just wanted to sit on the beach and get hammered. Cheap drink, cheap English breakfast, cheap food, and they thought that they ruled the world. You know? I think that today. But when you see tourists that are coming to places like Nerja just to see the old town and the tapas culture that is in Andalusia, I've got to say, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. This is my heaven. This is the vision of Spain. I'm going to turn around and show you where I am. It's beautiful. This image shows nothing, but I do think that the changing demographics of tourists is one thing that will carry Spain forward, and it can only be a good thing. Now, people might jump on and say, look, we're too busy as it is. Infrastructure, hotels may increase, or people might start visiting other areas of Spain that are not quite as populated but have fantastic cultural and historical places. A lot of people in Scotland, you know, they go to Edinburgh to see the castle. There's lots of other places like that throughout Spain that don't get the tourist numbers, but then do they want them? That's the big question. Anyway, just an interesting little video this morning. What a beautiful little spot this is, isn't it? It is great. I do love it here. It's my little bit of paradise. Anyway, hasta luego.